Most research proposals don't fail because research ideas are bad. They fail because the pieces don't line up. You've got your aim that points one way and then your research question in another, and your methods in another direction. The tricky part, you don't usually see the misfit until you have written dozens of pages or have someone else pointed it out to you, and by that time it's too late. Here's the thing, you can't fix what you can't see, and this proposal skeleton makes your research design more visible. Hi there, I'm Ken and I teach research and supervise research at 2 UK universities. I also run a consultancy supporting Masters and PhD students with their research design. Now, what you hear in this video comes directly from what I see every day in the classroom, in my marking, in my work with my clients and supervisees. Most students aren't struggling because they're unprepared. They're struggling because they have never been shown how to see their studies as a whole. They write each section of the proposal in isolation and then wonder why it doesn't work well when it's all stitched together. In this video, I'm going to show you how you're going to use the free template that I've developed to plan your research proposal. This is not a writing guide, it's a way to visualize your entire study design in one place, so you can spot issues before they derail your entire research proposal. It gives you a bird's eye view of your study, so you can actually see whether everything is lining up, your aims, your questions, your methodology, your analysis, or whether something is going sideways. This is a tool that I've developed to use with my students and clients from the master's to the PhD level to teach them how to take a step back from the minute detail of their research development to see their study as a whole, and through that, analyze and pick up problems. You can download both templates for free on my website. The link is in the description below. There are two versions available, one for literature review based studies like systematic or scoping reviews, and one for empirical research studies. If you are a PhD level student that has a study with a big literature review component and then an empirical study component, you can just use both. Make sure you pick the version that fits your study. If your study is based on reviewing and synthesizing published literature, for example, if you're doing a systematic review or a scoping review, use the literature review template. If your study involves collecting data from participants, whether that is interviews, surveys, focus groups, or anything else, use the empirical research template. Here is the most important thing about using the proposal skeleton. Do not write long paragraphs. This tool is for you, not for your supervisor, not for your submission. Just bullet point the core details of your study. Think of it as a diagnostic snapshot. Paragraphs tend to hide a lot of confusion or gloss over the weak links. Bullet points, on the other hand, force clarity and visibility. And that's the point here. The skeleton templates themselves are quite straightforward. I provided some guidance in the final column to support you a little bit further. However, all of these elements are essentially the elements that you're going to be using in your proposal. Here's how it works. Start by filling out the basics, your working title, your rationale, the background of your research, then jot down your aims, research questions and objectives, then note your methodology and data sources, whether that is interviews, surveys or databases. Finally, add your analysis plan, and most importantly, what contribution do you expect your study to make? Now, once that is filled in, you can take a step back and see your whole proposal in a single snapshot. This is what makes it so useful, especially at the planning stages. Use the skeleton before you start writing to make sure that you've got the bigger picture clear. You can use it to discuss your early research design ideas with your supervisor, and use it again before you start your final draft to double check that everything still holds together after all of the feedback and updates that you have made to it. This is not a one-off exercise. It's a tool that you can return to at every stage of your proposal journey, and it might also be useful in your Viva for PhD students, where you may potentially need a quick overview of your entire study for you to take into the Viva room during your defense. Now, filling out the skeleton will give you clarity and structure, but there is another layer, and In fact, this is the core value of this proposal skeleton. Even when a plan is in place, proposals often drift out of alignment along the way. Your research question points one way, but your method doesn't really quite answer it, and your contribution ends up being disconnected from your objectives. This misalignment is what derails most proposals, and most students don't even see it happening until it's too late. Now, if you want to learn how to spot these alignment mistakes and prevent yourself from making grave mistakes about your research design, head on over to my mini course. In my mini course about alignment troubleshooting, I will walk you through an upgraded version of this proposal skeleton that is designed for detecting alignment issues for both empirical studies and literature review type studies. And I will show you how alignment issues appear, how to spot them early on, how to fix them before they turn into months of rewrite and potentially proposal rejection or a very painful viva experience later. If you want to go beyond planning and actually diagnose and repair alignment problems in your own study, then this is what this course is for. The link is in the description below. Whether you're writing your proposal for the first time or coming back to it after feedback, this template can help you step back and see the bigger picture again. And sometimes that's exactly what you need. This template is your first line of defense against a misaligned proposal. Use it early, use it often, and that will save you months and months of rework. Download the template, give it a try, and if you found this helpful, let me know in the comments or share it with someone who is working through their own research design. Thanks for watching and good luck with your research proposal. Goodbye.